We're gonna start the meeting. This meeting will now come to order. It is 8:49. Can we all rise for the pledge of allegiance, please? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Take your seats. We'll move on to roll call. Raymond Cabina.
Present.
Gabriel Castillo, here. Judy Gutierrez.
Here.
Veronica Hernandez.
Here.
La Cita Lopez, excused. Jorge Luis Quijano, excused. Magali Rodriguez.
Here.
Michelle Romano.
Present.
Thank you. And then for the record, I would like to ask for a motion to excuse La Cita Lopez because she's on business travel and Jorge Quijano who has work events today. Do I have a motion to?
I moved it. I said second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
May I request a motion for the, to excuse the October absences?
Oh, those also. Okay, we need a motion also to excuse the following people from the October meeting. Michelle Romano for international travel, Raymond Cabina for on-bed rest, and then Gabriel Castillo work meetings. Do I have a motion?
I move.
I said
Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Against? Okay.
Thank you,
Passes.
much obliged. And just for the record, Mr. Chairman, I was willing to call into the meeting.
Okay. No, those days are gone.
With a CC behind me.
Alright, give me my turn. Any public or citizen comments?
Not at this time, Mr. Chair.
Great. Okay, now we have an approval of minutes.
It's page 3, 4,
We're
5.
approving minutes for September, right?
Yes, September, and since we have a quorum on the October meeting.
Okay.
I move to approve the September minutes.
Second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. We move on to the review of year-to-date financial statements.
Morning, Mr. Chair. The financial statements start on page 6, 7, and 8, and then page 9, and then normally in the back we also put how we're doing with a graph on page number 14. So you guys could see, but we finished our budget, our fiscal year of 2024, yes, 2024, 2025, and in October 1st, we started our new budget, so we have about a month that we just started with our new budget. And so automatically, we went to council for some of the items that we have to go, and so we're already on target to expending all the monies that we allocated for advertising, promotional items, everything that events that we're going. So you could see the collections are page 7. Well, page 7 kind of gives you the breakdown per line item and how we have it. And page 8 too, and then page 9 would be the collections that we got. Yes.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask if is there anything of significance that
No.
that has changed dramatically in the past?
No, we, the only thing that, just wanted to make you aware that we did have a budget freeze, this summer, so, but it didn't affect any of the operations that we had, so there were a few projects that, that we just moved to our new budget that were basically, programs that we wanted to contract, and so we're gonna start already.
When you have a budget freeze,
Mhm.
you stay at what you are, you don't go beyond that, right?
That is correct.
That is the budget that you
Yes.
work with. is that-
Yes, so normally how it works is that, if we, if projects that didn't, that we were able to move them to the next fiscal year, we put a hold, and so we,
You cover that?
encumbered, yeah, so we would, we'll use them for the next year.
Two
Mhm.
questions, one a clarification.
Mhm,
Because the CBB is not funded from the general
mhm.
fund and it's hotel motel tax, why would the freeze affect the CBB if it's not getting money from general revenue?
That's
Or just, is it across the board?
it's across the board, yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay,
something that-
I'd be a question that could be raised to the city manager, because the CBB is one of the few entities that does not draw from
From general fund.
general
yeah.
funds.
At all?
At
Yeah,
all.
we-
No, because it's funded solely from the heads and beds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the other question is, are these how are we on collecting revenue from the Airbnbs?
The Airbnbs, we are,
And revenue streams?
so, tax department is still working on that, and so, they're working with the different municipalities they already have. Once they have that, it will,
Structure.
structure will, that, I think it's gonna have to go to city, it's gonna have to go to council, and council will have to put in ordinance that if, effective this day, all the Airbnbs are gonna have to pay a tax. So right now, Eileen's been working with Dora from the tax, she's the director for the tax department. So it's a process, it is a lengthy process, talking to other peers, Plano took about 2 years to do, so it is lengthy going back and,
So how does the state deal with that? I mean, do they expect, classes like Airbnbs? Or
Yes,
do they
that-
have it set up that way?
they already have it set it up, so I guess when you sign up to be an Airbnb, you automatically have to pay the
You
state.
collect and then
You
you-
collect, yeah.
Like
But
the
it
rest
was never the city. So the cities, they noticed that they're tapping into, that you could tap into that because some cities have a lot of Airbnbs, like major cities, so they're losing revenue and it's hurting, it's putting more pressure on the hotel, so
But they already paid the state? I think
yes,
they were
yeah,
paying
no,
the state.
Airbnbs are paying state,
That's
yeah.
why I asked, if
Yeah.
it was like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're paying state. The only thing that they were not paying is the city,
Just
the
paying
municipality.
county, I guess.
the county, yeah. So, every city has to go, and so I don't know what city went to the state and created legislation to be able to collect monies. So after that, everybody's
Yeah.
piggybacking on that, so using that
So you weren't doing that?
language.
No, and there was a lot of,
No.
they were fighting it really
Yeah.
hard, like, so it was hard to pass that
Yeah,
legislation.
yeah, so they had to pass a legislation,
I guess the owners of the
Sure.
homestead.
yeah, for municipalities to pay, to collect. And so
Because
now.
it started as a small thing, and then
Yeah.
it became like an actual, like, investment,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
buying houses and buildings just to,
Just use it.
so they're really operating
Yeah.
like a
It's a
hotel.
business
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no, it's a
Yes,
business,
yes.
it's not, it was not a, yeah.
Yeah.
How many R&Bs do you think we have in Laredo?
Airbnbs.
Airbnbs,
Airbnbs.
We have-
that's a good question, I know we don't have as much, I know we have
We probably have like around 20 some.
I would say less than 50, we do have on page
But
17,
they're growing, they keep growing.
what we collect, so, on page 17, it does show you, the occupancy and the average, APR that they pay, so it's, right now, the Airbnbs are collecting 36% of occupancy. Their APR is 154, and then on average stay, what they're paying, it's $922.
Which is more than what. the
Yes,
hotel
that is correct.
Yeah, and see, when I was in Italy, I was very surprised that, it's even taken off over there.
Yeah,
Rome has a huge amount of Airbnb.
Airbnbs, yeah, mostly in Europe, there's a lot.
Well,
There's also a new thing happening, so they're similar to Airbnbs, but they're off the platform,
Uh-huh,
and they're just going after, long term, so they pretty much, they do their marketing by going to the parking lots of hotels.
Really?
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
and they're putting postcards, and you need like, that's how they're getting, and they're not being advertised, they're not being like they're off the premium,
oh my God.
yeah.
Now,
Wow.
a question, is Laredo Mansion classified as an Airbnb, or is it as actually a bed and
Yeah,
breakfast?
hotel, no?
should be a
That's supposed to
hotel bed and breakfast, yeah.
It's a bed and breakfast,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good
Yeah.
points, very good inquiries.
Yes. So, Mr. Chair, if nobody has any other questions, we can start in our report, on our monthly report.
Mr. Chair, is there a way that, or does this have to be an agenda item for next month, to request that, the CBB director or the assistant director approach, Mr. Neb to get a clarification regarding when there is a budget freeze, since we do not take in money from the general fund?
Okay.
Maybe you could extend this, you know, the.
We definitely- Thank you.
Thank you. So, Mr. Chair, the reports, our monthly reports are from page 10 all the way to page 17. And so, we emailed you guys the report, but I just wanted to highlight, this was the first time participating at the CODA, the Formula One event. We partnered with the Piscataway Alliance, which is a state organization, and it was the first time participating. We had a huge amount of people that come internationally, worldwide, from everywhere from the world to Austin for this Formula race, and so it was a great experience to promote Laredo. We did a little spin the wheel, so we had, like, I guess the best activation because everybody wanted to come. It's crazy how they just wanted to spin the little wheel. But we had two teams, we broke it on two staff, so we had a team A, team B, but we took over 6,000 items and we really ran out of all of them. So it was really well attended, a lot of people, they come and so they make it as a long-term trip. So especially those that are coming from Europe, from Asia, they come here and they stay 3-4 weeks, a month, up to a month. So we had a chance to say, hey, once you're in Austin, we're 3 hours south, so come to Laredo if you really want to experience the Mex-Tex, because everybody says Tex-Mex, but we're Mex-Tex with our cuisine. And so it was a great opportunity to promote that. Jose took a lot of pictures and it was like, oh my God. It was, so it was really good.
Yeah, if you look at our booth,
Yes.
you could see that.
Oh, yeah. No, we have other pictures to show that.
Right.
Lines were there. People just waiting to get a little fan, a bag, sunglasses.
And see, that wheel thing, as gimmicky as it may sound, and it is.
Yeah.
I went to Muertos Fest 2 weeks ago. That's why I didn't get a chance to come back in time for the coffee fest. But Telemundo had a wheel at La Villita, and
People go.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah,
it
it was
was
crazy.
fun.
How
Yeah.
many days was this?
So it was 3 days. So it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's a whole weekend.
It's a whole weekend, but people start there, like, we set up since Thursday, so we have set up Wednesday, Thursday, but we drove Wednesday, we set up Thursday, and it was awesome, like,
It would help to put the dates, just to remind us what dates.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was 17, 18, and 19, October 17,
Yeah,
18.
next time if you need volunteers, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Formula One is very popular.
Yeah, we're looking and hopefully we can continue to expanding. The only city that had, and it made sense, was Austin, just because they're the host, but everybody had just a 10 by 10 booth. But it was,
They hit the jackpot when they decided to host it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Because it could have been any other. big
Oh,
city
yeah.
that
Yeah,
day.
no, it's crazy. Just on parking, it's crazy how much, talking about Airbnbs, but those people that live in there, how much they charge just to park
And
there.
people pay
Oh, yes.
if you don't wanna walk 3 miles.
So I'm curious, how good did the coffee festival do? How was that?
Actually, the coffee festival was really good. We partnered with the outlets and with Slimerilla, and we had, being our first event, we asked an inquiry to the coffee shops. We had about 12 coffee shops, and they sold 1,200 coffees. So that just tells you that we probably must have 1,200.
Dosey's was promoting it on their
Yeah.
page.
Yeah, so we probably must have had at least 3,000 to 4,000 people, I would say,
Yeah.
easily. It was so packed.
For how long
People
was your
love it.
event?
It was from 11 to 4 p.m. And so we,
And that period of
that
time.
period. So we had yoga class. We probably had about 10 people participate in the yoga. So we had a yoga class, a yoga instructor. We had a DJ. We had Slimerella did the first 25 a class for the kids to do their own slime, create their own slime. And then that was like went really well. And then we had two of the coffee shops that gave a class talking about coffee and how the mixes and the aromas and all that stuff. Those were all those were all free, but it was signed, first come, first serve basically. And so,
So this is the first time, and that many people,
yes.
so I guess it's gonna continue, right?
It looks like it, yeah. Everybody was very happy, being the first time. Like I said, we don't know, it's really hard to track how many people went in because they physically didn't go to a store. It's all in the middle, on the hall, but just inquiring like how many coffees you sold is 1,200, and you can imagine some people that I was waiting for one, I was like, that's too long, God bless you. So I didn't
You ever went for coffee?
yeah, it was too long, the lights, yeah.
Did you all also send flyers to the hotels?
Yes, we did. We promoted.
Yes.
We had a whole campaign promoting it, and obviously the outlets did the same thing.
Yeah.
Slimerella, everybody that was a partner, we went
And I'm
to
pretty sure
to the
that-
TV stations.
Yeah.
We had. I went to an interview with also and came on Telemundo.
How much do you actually, I will say the outlets, is that the best venue, or do you think it actually help attract more people? Like, how would you?
Well, it
consider
was.
that?
It was. I think the venue was great. Because they already do farmers market, they do their pop-ups there. So it's a hybrid of
That's
those
what I-
two.
That's
It was-
why I wonder, right?
Yeah.
Like if you would kind of blend with the other pop-up markets, farmers
Yeah.
market and everything.
It was similar but different at the same time. So that's why I say it's a hybrid event because it was mostly coffee. We added the yoga. We added now the pop-up does Slimerella as part of that one. But we added a lot of more stuff that really some of the coffee shops were even sold out. Like the ones that brought their stuff, they sold out all their coffee. So.
Yeah.
So it was really good feedback, everybody was really
Like, oh,
happy.
I sent crumble cookies.
Oh, yeah, crumble
and
cookies.
She's run out, and then she said she went back and she got more. Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah, we
they
saw,
got, yeah, they
yeah.
got like 200 cookies, and they sold out.
yeah, and I tell you, they were not cheap. Everything that was there, it was like more than $5.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so,
You go by,
yeah.
once, you're there, it's like.
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, and again, going back to that Muertos Fest,
yeah.
I didn't really buy the food because it was twice what I would have paid. But you see all these little, don't kill me, Ray. You see all these little Dia de los Muertos tuturitas, and you just wind up wanting to buy that.
Mhm.
And so, I was not gonna pay $20 for enchiladas callejeras.
Oh, wow.
At
Yeah.
the,
As
for the
good as they
booth.
are, as good as they are.
As good as they
Yeah.
are, but
Can you sell me one?
I bought like 2 Day of the Dead shirts and, really nice Catina shirts and stuff like that. But, there is a lot of, even though I wasn't there,
Mhm.
but based on what I saw at La Villita and at the Hemisphere, I mean, they were renting out of stuff like
Mhm.
crazy,
I know.
which is a good sign.
Yeah.
The Mercado in San Antonio is the largest one, the largest one is in Mexico City. That's the second, and
Second largest.
here in the United States. And a lot of people
Mhm.
go.
Yeah,
So it makes you wonder, maybe we should consider.
We should have one, right?
yeah.
You kind of have it with San Bernardo, right? Like it's a whole big.
That's all of it, right?
But the thing is that it's not,
Walkable.
we used to promote, when I was project coordinator, 25 years ago, dating myself, but we used to have, a promotion but there were more import shops there.
Mhm.
And now it's just really you and Blue Goat,
No, there's no, I want to say it's about 20.
20. But we might want to, for next Christmas, consider also, revisiting
The
that
what?
promotion, because here's the thing. San Antonio claims that, you know, they've got the biggest whatever outside of Mexico. Heck, we are across the river from Mexico, and we're not exploiting what we have.
We're not taking advantage of what we're doing.
Yeah, we're not.
Gee whiz, how did the one here at 1828, whatever, the event center, how did that go? Did you go?
It's just, no, I think it starts tomorrow. The event
Really? I thought it
starts,
was more at-
no, it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Starts tomorrow at 10:30 or 11, the opening.
It's just a day, right?
No, it's a
It's a
three,
three-day
3 day,
weekend.
3 days, yeah,
Oh, wow, that's good.
yeah.
Mhm.
Next thing. Okay, team sports conference, what's that?
So team sports, this is a national, it's a national event, organizers that, we have up to 50 to 60 appointments. So this year we had our assistant director from Parks, which is Tommy Ramirez. You see the picture there with Fidel. And they went to Columbus, Ohio, and we were able to promote the new tennis courts that are just opened up, the sports complex. So being that the complex is gonna be, the sports complex is gonna be run and managed by Parks, it was a good thing that he was there. So now Parks is gonna be going with us when we do those sports conferences. So it was really, they both came out with a lot of good leads, a lot of interest on people coming. One that it's a plus that we have is the lighting that we have on both facilities, turf, especially on the complex. So they're following up. Both Parks and Fidel are working together to follow up with the leads that they met with the tournament
How many
directors.
days was this?
It's a 3 day. So it's normally the travel setup, and then it's a 2 day conference.
When is the complex gonna be open?
They have it for December. Actually, I was supposed to go today to a meeting, but right after this, I have a doctor's appointment, but I'm going next week. And so they have mid-December. Yeah, they had it for October, and then they moved it to November, and now it's December. But hopefully by next advisory committee, I could bring you guys,
Are they gonna have like a grand opening or something?
yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they are.
It's such a big venue that you almost have to
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah, and there's right now, like, if you've been in that side, there's still a lot of construction. The city got funds through TxDOT to expand, so they're doing an overpass, which is gonna help a lot. Right now, it's
Traffic.
the traffic, right now it's horrible. But eventually, once the overpass is built, I know Fire's already building their fire station there, fire department. So a lot of things are going on. McDonald's just opened up on the other side,
Yes.
a lot of growth in that area. So we're gonna start seeing, it's gonna be a lot of growing pains, but it's part of the,
Yeah, so hopefully we get a chance to tour it.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is this, what was the photo shoot for?
So the photo shoot, so we, for many years, we've really, when we hire either through our US agency or Mexico agency, photography, we normally do the hotels, people staying at a hotel, people eating, people playing, people kayaking. So on the meetings market, now that we have Sophia, that it's 100% dedicated to the meetings market, we lacked a lot of photography on people like us showing not only the community, but showing the people that when we're bidding for a conference, hey, look, we do have conferences, we host conferences, this is what you could expect. So when it played really good that we were hosting a regional conferences, which is the National Community Development. We hosted our Region 6 conference, so it was people from Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas.
Is that your target audience in those areas?
Yes, mostly it's Texas.
Smaller.
Yeah, mostly it's Texas, our main target. But in the NCDA, we've hosted them several times, so they're a repeat business. So they have, their Region 6 reaches out other states. So it was really nice because we had very diverse people, from Hispanic to Anglo, African American, so we had a little bit of everything. So we tagged that photo shoot to be able to show, because we had our opening reception was at the Max and so it came out really nice. So we had photography over there, people playing, not golf, but participating in activities for our meeting. And then we had, the closing reception was at La Posada, because La Posada was a host hotel. So we did a mercadito, and then we did loteria, and then we had mariachi, we had,
All this for the photo.
photo shoot, yeah. Well, it was part of, that was part of the
You took
hosting,
advantage
but we
of
took
the-
advantage of
Yeah.
that. So people, when we bid for conferences, and they say, hey, can you send me pictures, can you send me a video? Now we have that information, so it's able to, now they physically see it and us just telling them.
Now, a question about, I'm sorry, Commissioner, the question about why you went to a Mexican, provider instead of not go with Wendigo, since they created the videos and that could have
Mhm.
kept everything consistent.
So this is, because it's different, so, one is we already had the funds with our Mexican agency. So we had that funds already allocated for a photo shoot, so we shifted the photo shoot and to the meetings market. Obviously, we added other stuff that we needed on the Mexican market too. But this is really mostly, it's not for advertising, like when we put an ad in Texas Monthly or in those meeting markets, that photography is not gonna be used for that. It's gonna be used mostly when we bid for conferences, when we go to connect, that we have appointments one-on-one with government planners, meeting planners. It's showing those pictures. So it's gonna be used mostly, it's the same market, the same audience, but it's gonna be used different. So,
Like stock photography.
yeah, it's kinda like stock photography, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, Casa Laredo Port Royal Promotion, what's that?
That one, Samuel and Selena, they attended an event there in Cintermex, which is the AHR Mexico conference. And they continue to promote the port. Their strategy now for Casa Laredo has been more on economic development and promoting the port, the airport, the bridges. And so they had an opportunity to be there, and so they've been helping us with that. So it was a very successful event.
Okay, what about the Texas Travel Alliance Summit? What was that?
The Texas Travel Alliance Summit, this is an event that Aline and I, we attend. She's actually in the board, and so she was appointed again to sit on the board for her second term of 3 years. And so it's a educational conference for basically CEOs, directors, assistant directors, and it's they have educational classes. Now, one of the things that the city manager put in place is that he wants for staff to get so many hours per year. So that helped us a lot. So
What's your partnership with the Border Olympics?
partnership was we have staff that sits on the board, which is Sofia and Fidel. And not only that, we go to other meetings. Fidel, since he oversees the sports market, he's the one that works with every tournament director and secures hotel rates, secures venues
Who
depending.
does it?
Fidel from office, yeah, Fidel, yeah. And then we do surveys, we do welcome backs, so we service basically the staff. In partnership with this, we went to in the summer, if you recall, in August, Fidel went with the board, with Orly and Andy Vera, some of the board members and Tommy. They went to San Antonio for the coaches state meeting, so they were able to recruit more teams to come and play in the tournament. So
That's good.
yeah.
And the visit to Querétaro, it was,
Yeah. So the visit to Querétaro,
who went to that?
Mr. Elvides, Jose. It
Okay.
was Jose. We had Elsie, the bridge director, and then Mr. Valdez from the assistant city manager. And so they had several meetings with the state officials and promoting the greenery, all the different, orienting the aerospace and all the services on how we could partner and tie more, since we already are sister cities agreements. So how do we tie more to bring more people to come in and to invest in Laredo?
Yeah, I joked with Jose that he should have brought back the,
Lele.
yeah, I told him, I said, you should have kidnapped that
That was
giant
it
Lily.
during the Congreso de Concepts.
Yeah,
Oh, funny.
yeah.
And what's this book presentation on
The Spider Boy, so part of the Spider Boy, part of the promotion that we have working with sister cities is that a lot of them, they just ask us for a ambulance. I need a vehicles. Now we're trying to get them to partner with us and
Think beyond
things, things that they offer that to bring them here. So this is an initiative that Jose took, working with Ciudad Fernandez, which is there from San Luis Potosí. And so part of they have they brought one of the local artists or authors, actually he already had passed away, but the sister came in and showcased and promote the book of Spider Boy. So there was an event there at the library for 2 days, and we took them to the media. And so it was a first event, like anything, first events we're always looking how to improve and everything, but we are gonna continue that with other cities as well, and bringing their culture, bringing their stuff to Laredo, and promoting it.
How was the attendance on that?
The event itself in the library was really, really minimal. They had very few. Obviously, we were competing, there was other things going on too. Yeah, so that's one of the things that we need to look at.
The dates.
The dates, the calendar, so we were talking with, Jose and I, we were talking about it. So really, doing more promotion and really looking at the dates to make sure that if it's another event, we wanna tap into the schools, like this was a book, go to the schools. So it was our first event, and so they wanted to come, and so now we're looking at what
Tie
this.
it to something else.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, yeah, so we.
And what's this financial cooperation program?
That one was part of that was in Tenancingo, the event that Jose attended to. And there he got to meet the mayor, work with the mayor, and her committee, city council members and all that. And he got to tour the greenhouse, what they call it, where they do.
They have a lot of production of flowers.
Flowers.
They used to export to the US back before the pandemic,
Yeah.
but now they want to restart it again, And by the way, they own a big warehouse
In San Antonio.
in San Antonio, but they were crossing through
Okay.
Tijuana to Los Angeles and then transporting the flowers to San
Oh,
Antonio.
goodness.
The hell no.
Yeah, you go.
That's not an efficient way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware, but Laredo is 2 hours and a half from San Antonio.
Yeah.
And it's the largest inland port in the US,
Yeah.
and we
So-
can guide you through the respective channels. That way you can restart the exportation of flowers.
Yeah.
And that goes to show you what kind of a marketing job Kelly did in San Antonio,
Mhm.
that they're able to.
To do that, to get away with it.
Now, the Texas Travel Alliance Summit, I guess that was a typo.
Yes,
Because
yeah, that's a typo. Yeah, that was a zombie race, the time you.
Now, I do have a question. Obviously, I wasn't here for October,
Mm-hmm.
but, are y'all working with the Mexican consulate whenever he does his events? Because, I
Yeah,
know
for the
that-
C6, we help them
Yeah.
with everything.
Okay.
Yeah, majority of the event is city funds, so
Right.
it's parks, traffic,
And so
CDD.
y'all send the flyers out to, well,
Yeah, he does a promotion in that sense,
and
we
then
help
you,
them,
and
yeah,
then
we
you
help
take them
them.
to the hotels. Although, to be honest with you,
Mhm.
a Sunday night, at least for tourism purposes,
Mhm.
might not have been, and I realize that they needed to do it the day closest to
Yeah.
to the SECs. But, and it is especially hard when it falls in the middle of the week.
Mhm. Yeah,
But in the event that when the next DSC falls on a weekend, maybe promote it so that way, we can get tourists to come.
yeah. Yeah, no, the reason why they were originally gonna put it on Monday, there was city council in there, couldn't remove themselves from council.
Yeah.
So that's why they did it on Sunday. But they looked at all those things. It's a partnership that the city does with the consulate office, but yes, we have a strong partnership. We're working with the consulate, and and Migración and Aduana to do the Paisano Caravan. That's gonna be in next month.
And then he's gonna have something on the 13th.
Yeah.
But I talked to him because he showed up at our Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday. And I asked him why in years past they just didn't have the grito at La Posada. I mean, the ambiance was a lot nicer because he could actually be on a balcony
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and do the grito. And I told him in years past, but then again, we had a administration at San Agustin that was a lot more amenable to working tourist events. But you could really make use of the plaza
Yeah.
and what have you, because over here at the outlets, yeah, I mean, yes, they have the parking, but that's it, it's not as,
And to be honest with you,
The
I
bike.
think the staffing had a lot to do with that too. Trina was very involved back then in
Yeah.
the old days, and
Yeah.
she really moved in a lot of,
Yeah.
you know, people to do more
Yeah.
back then. So I think the staff is not as connected, and the engagement is very important from the staff.
yeah, but then the engagement at the cathedral under the current administration is not there either, because they've got this huge parking lot that the cathedral purchased in 1999 before it was a cathedral. And so they could really have that partnership,
Yeah,
and,
Yeah.
but
I know,
But
business,
anyhow, yeah.
everybody has their business reasons.
No,
for
but
not-
So we go back
venue-wise,
to
it's
to the city, you know, maybe, building a huge parking, you know, lot somewhere to accommodate all of that. Some,
Yeah.
don't tear a building, but.
But the venue itself, like, people will find a way to, a place to
Yeah,
park. Like,
Yeah.
when you're coming downtown, you know it's gonna be a challenge.
They
And
do
if
it
you
at
make a
nighttime,
decision,
yeah. And you know
if you
people
make the
walk,
decision
I
to
mean,
come, so venue-wise, yes, it's much better,
Yeah.
the plaza than here.
See,
Yeah.
that's why they come early. because
They
wanna
do have a
park.
lot of people, so they,
Yeah.
And then, this is for a future, for, future discussion.
mhm.
Based on what I walked through, and I realized in that very short space in downtown, well, it's relative, but within downtown San Antonio, they had 3 competing Dia de los Muertos events going on concurrently. And yet, they were able to attract like 100,000 people.
Not only that, that weekend, they had 2 conferences attracting 7,000 attendees, and they
Yeah.
also had the Paul McCartney concert.
Right.
Everything happened as it was crazy.
Yeah.
Concert, concert, I didn't
course-
go to a
Of
festival.
course, I stayed at the Menger, so I didn't have.
They were, the rates at downtown San Antonio were over $600,
Really?
$700.
Yeah.
If you were booking a week out, like maybe you book ahead of time.
Yeah, I booked
Yeah.
a year.
No, she's
Yeah.
the number 1 client, ya la conocí.
Yeah.
She calls, okay, here's your rate, Michelle.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is this, now, for reasons unknown to me, they have it a week before the actual Dia de los Muertos. But that, the date didn't matter because they had a lot of people.
It's just
And I'm
the
thinking,
artistry that.
why can't we, exploit, like San Agustin Plaza, the Center for the Arts, maybe, planting a seed with the CVB, the Laredo Cultural District, the Heritage Foundation, and the council to really do something. Because here's the thing, again,
We have a saying
You go
that,
get that started.
we have a saying in our office that says, you come up with the idea.
You do it.
And you help us do it.
25 years ago, if we would have had this discussion 25 years ago and Mr. Raleigh were still, if we could bring Mr. Raleigh back in a hologram, Mr. Raleigh would have run with it and he would have said, okay, Romani, you put it together. You start the seed. But the thing is, that's what I think we need to bring back to the CVB, the initiative of starting an event, being the seed for that event, and then give it a couple of years, make sure that we're gonna be okay, and then let the groups take over. But I don't see that, and that's what we're missing
But
here.
I think there's a lot of new initiatives that CVB is taking, like we just talked about the coffee.
Right, right.
You know,
but this-
there's a lot of things. What we can say is maybe add on to the events that we have. We don't need more events, like,
Actually,
our
I think we
community
do.
calendars, like,
But
are.
I think we do, because,
Packed of
I think we do, because, and I will respectfully disagree with you on that, because, you know, we talk about, oh yeah, we're big, in Mexico, whatever, and in San Antonio saying we are Mexico. And the point that you made was, hell, San Antonio is 2.5 hours away.
Mhm.
And, I mean, they're claiming that they've got the biggest Mexican mercado outside of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is that we're playing, we're, being passive and letting them take over
Yeah.
what our identity, we've been marketing ourselves for years and years and years. And yet, with events like Dia de los Muertos, Muertos Fest, and all the other competing things they're having, we're letting the Alamo City, eat our breakfast tacos, our fajita plates, and our enchiladas callejeras. And, we're not even taking advantage of our own position and our own culture and our own history.
Sure.
Maybe we need to add another staff member to the team, so I can, work on more initiatives, maybe, that would be.
Well, they need to probably bring back the
They're not
project
during-
coordinator.
Just so you know, this is not restricted by their San Antonio CBB.
Yeah.
This is done by a group of,
But-
and we funded some of the stuff that they did,
You're
because they
right.
have
But,
like
I mean-
they have about 5 or 6 entities, organizations
Yes. Mhm.
that are involved in support of CBB. It's
Got
not a
it.
one-man show.
But, Gabriel, I was project coordinator,
For
so,
who? For what?
the CBB.
Uh-huh.
I
No, I'm sure you did a great job.
But no, but
But
the thing is this,
that
but before
you're
you say
comparing
that,
apples
but
to
the thing
oranges.
is, Gabriel, you've never
San
worked,
Antonio
but
is one
Gabriel,
thing, Laredo's another
You've
thing. We
never
don't have the
worked-
same people, we don't have the same organizations, we don't have the same budgets. I wish we had what San Antonio does. Trust me, I fund some of the stuff in San
I
Antonio.
understand, Gabriel, but you've
They
never.
work with
but
$10
you've
million.
never-
Those
you've-
events were like $10
Yeah,
million
but Gabriel,
events.
you've never worked it on your own as a CBP staff member. I did. So for you to say, it can be done because I've
You did a
done
little
it.
muertos like that for CBB?
I've done other stuff for CBB that Mr. Raleigh sent me to do.
Okay, but at that magnitude, you did a thing that had,
It may not have been at that magnitude,
That's my
but,
point.
but the thing is, before
you're
you
asking
poo-poo,
for some,
no, but before you poo-poo the idea, I said a seed.
I'm not poo-pooing it. I'm
Yeah,
saying you
but
have to be realistic and start with
you
something.
may fund stuff, but to actually execute it for the city,
I've
that's
seen
different.
I've seen what they're doing, and we funded what they're doing in different cities.
No,
But
Gabriel, I
every
understand
city
that.
has a different budget, every
No,
city
no.
has a different,
Can we
That's
just continue? I know that, this is an important conversation.
It is an important
And I think
conversation.
that there's gotta be,
well, she's advising, that's good. I mean, she's bringing up a good point,
Correct.
that's
but
all
we
a
need
good
to be
point.
able to look at everything and see
Oh, it's good, yeah.
where we stand. I mean,
Right,
I
but-
don't
But you can't put
understand.
you can't put the whole burden on one, and say, CBB, you have to do this, like San Antonio
But,
does.
Gabriel, it used
That's
to
not
be,
gonna be possible,
it
that's
used to
not
be,
fair.
and it is possible. The
That's
thing
not
is that
fair. It's not.
I
I
just
tell you
don't
that
see.
right now, it's not.
No, no.
For
Actually,
CBB alone to do
I
it,
disagree
at
with
that
you
magnitude, it's
because
not.
when I was
For the
working there,
record,
we
I
did
wanna
it.
say that for the record.
And for the record, I'm gonna say you're wrong because you've never had this kind of experience working at a
I would
city.
love for you to prove me wrong and you initiate that. I would support that
Well, if-
100%.
I mean,
If you initiate it, I would support it 100% because I've seen it done, you're right.
I would
initiate-
love to,
please
but I don't,
initiate it,
I would
please.
love to, but I'm a board member and I don't work for the CBB, but as a board member, I can advise and tell them, hey, you
Yeah.
gotta do something.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens with the CBP over there in San Antonio. They bring a
the
business
thing
plan
is,
from the organization.
They need a
And then the
project, they
CBP
need
probably
they
runs it.
need to restore the project coordinator position.
Yeah. Okay, that was the bottom line.
That is,
Okay.
and that's what I mentioned a few
Okay.
minutes ago, that maybe
That's-
we need,
that's
we're
what-
understaffed,
yeah,
so
like
maybe
you
that,
just-
that
that's what
would
you
be
just
our
said.
I
advice.
was the project coordinator.
Yeah.
That would be the advice that maybe we
Okay,
need,
okay,
because,
that's what the
yeah.
point was.
Because I think at the end of the day, you guys are doing, a tremendous job with the resources, right? that you-
Totally,
Very
Yeah.
good.
totally
Okay.
agree on that. If there's a person that just, that's all they do,
Yeah.
and that's
All right.
the person.
Yep.
Back, speaking of which, let's go to
Yes.
budget updates.
So the budget update is on page 14. Everything, we're doing good. We just started, like I said, our new fiscal year, Mr. Chair. And then page 15, all the way through 17, it tells us the visitor behavior, where we're coming. And so I'm not sure if you have any other questions regarding that. one of the things that we always wanna highlight is the visitors impact 13% on the restaurants, 25% on retail, and 20% on local business. And, this year, we're adding new softwares that is gonna help us, new data that's gonna be able to help us, so we're gonna see a different, information on the reporting. So we're gonna get more information on stats, so really, it's gonna help us, know exactly where target market is, what they're spending and things like that, so we're really
Right,
excited.
do you think, for the next couple of months,
Mhm.
can we get a comparison versus what's happening last year?
Yes,
Like to see if we're seeing any negative impact, because I'm hearing a lot from other markets like McAllen, that is very
Uh-huh.
similar to us, that they're actually suffering a lot, like on their
What are they
visitors,
suffering from?
from their visitors.
But what is the reason?
That's what I wanna know. Everybody's saying because of the business, issues happening right now between the two countries and then the transportation.
The flights?
The flights is very new, so this is going back to at least going on 2 months.
You don't think economy?
Economy, that's why
One-
it would
one
be
of-
nice
one of the
to
things-
kind of start tracking if it's not affecting us, because
Yeah.
I know hotels were doing pretty good, but because of all the influx
Mhm.
that we have from Army and National
Yeah, yeah,
Guard and all of
yeah.
that, but what would happen if we didn't have that?
What if they
Yeah.
did?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we're expecting some more repercussions
Oh, yes.
from the shutdown.
Yeah.
The shutdown's also gonna be affecting us.
Yes.
Probably, unfortunately, until this is
It is
settled.
happening already.
Travel
Mhm.
has changed.
Changed.
Yes, and and that is
Budget
one of the main reasons we have visitors, is, is government travelers
Mhm.
from state and, but
Well, the
But I
state
don't know
not
if
so
we can,
much.
if we can see, how is it going, like, just so we can have an idea, especially with the Mexican market.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
if we can see if it's really affecting or not,
Yeah.
just because whenever we hear
Everybody's
something, we
suffering.
know if it's true or not, or
Yeah.
can we say, no, it's not affecting us, oh, yes, it is affecting us. I
Mhm.
think it would be good to,
Yeah.
I
to have enough.
this year, like in my numbers, I have, not even when I open, I experiment like the
decline.
yeah, like
Mhm.
this year, like I always predicate the year and I try to do my numbers and I haven't hit not even one number of predications,
Mhm.
like it's just,
Because things are so different.
I
yeah.
have several friends that are in the restaurant business as well, retail, and they're all seeing the same thing. And
And-
even with the amount of, visitors that we have.
And we
so-
think like, for instance, liquor, we feel like you're happy, you're gonna drink, you're
Yeah.
sad, you're gonna drink, you're depressed, you're gonna drink.
Yeah.
But right now, there's no money even if you're depressed, you
Yes.
know what I mean?
Like, yeah,
Like,
but
you
you
have a problem.
I think
Depression
No,
is
I'm
expensive.
serious.
The real litmus test, I think, will
I'm
come.
serious.
The
Like,
the real litmus test, will come the weekend of the 20th through the 23rd, or the constitutional, whatever holiday they have in Mexico, where
Yeah,
they're
they're
supposed,
Revolucion.
yeah, whatever that is, when everybody and their mother-in-law takes days off. We'll see how that's going to affect our hotel and retail. Because if we don't see the figures that we saw last year, then we will know that something is happening
Is
because,
that a long weekend?
yeah, for them it is.
They have a blanket.
Del Puente.
Yeah,
They'll
blanket.
make it work, even if it doesn't run.
I
No
know.
more.
They'll find a date to.
They'll find a way. Well,
But still,
that could be-
that would-
That's a
That
good
is,
point.
that
That
is
would
on
be-
November 20th,
That's
it's
a
a
good
Thursday, so, yeah.
It's a Thursday, so,
Mhm.
okay, so continue.
And that's it, Mr. Chair, I don't know if you have any, if you guys have any other questions?
Okay,
That's insane.
are we moving to, okay, whatever happened to my boutique trail?
We are still working on that, so that's a project that, the marketing team is working on, so, I'm working with the agency and how we're gonna do it, but it's already,
Okay, are you gonna be soliciting from the boutiques?
yes, we're gonna be
Because I
reaching
think
out.
I gave y'all about 4 or 5.
Who did you give that information
I didn't give it to Eileen, but I can give it to you again.
to? Okay, yeah.
Well, and that usually is posted and then people register, right? You don't go after, they
No,
have to come to us,
so
right?
normally how we
You
did
guys,
it,
mhm.
so we actually done both, so the taco trail, we did a survey to the people,
Yeah.
and everybody said, hey, this is my favorite taco. Based on all that, then we got the restaurants. So
Yeah,
now
so
we're in
maybe
our, when we're in our second phase, on this one is, we're gonna reach
Maybe when
out.
you're trying to recruit,
Yeah.
just send us an email so if we know
Somebody,
somebody,
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
refer
Yes.
them
Refer them,
to, yeah.
yes, yeah. But we're already on those stages.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We give door prizes and probably donate and give it
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Guess what, you have to go to everyone, check in,
Check
Yes.
in,
And then you
yeah,
get-
buy, yeah,
yeah.
after you get everything stamped, then
And
you
you
get.
buy something.
It would be
Yeah.
great, but for, small business
That's why.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Small
Yeah.
business week to May, but, small business Saturday is, November 22nd, I think?
okay.
before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard too.
Yeah, so
I
maybe,
think
maybe
December.
for a small business
For
week in
about,
May.
yeah, for sure that by that time we'll have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's something that will really help
Yeah.
these folks, especially, the reason why I was bent on doing it during the Advent season
Mhm.
is that we're gonna have all these Mexican shoppers coming in.
Yeah.
They can actually see that Laredo
Mhm.
has very fashionable places
Yeah.
that aren't Macy's, Dillard's.
Yeah.
It's true. That's very true. Where are we at now?
We were just, on page 21, just on the upcoming activity for November, December, January.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody else has any other
I
questions.
wanted to just add, the Caminante has luminarias this.
Yes,
Friday.
we'll be there,
Yeah.
tomorrow, at the Casa Ortiz. We'll be there, we'll have a little.
I mean, yeah, Telisa Molano has been, will be honored as the Advocate of the Year for Life.
Oh,
Mhm.
nice.
So
Yeah.
she's one of the ones, I think she's initiating the Luminaria
Yeah.
project
Mhm.
for November and December.
Yeah.
So it should be nice, but she's
Yeah.
also.
I'm happy that the Webb County Heritage is taking advantage of, spooky season and extending it another week. Because that's something that was a void that's been kind of missing, at least in that area. So, that'd be a good thing.
Anything else?
Yeah, if we could just reiterate, the request to sit down with Mr. Neb regarding the exemption of the CBB
Yeah.
from,
Oh, for the agenda, you wanted to
Yes.
put on
yes,
an answer, right?
an answer.
And just to clarify, Mr. Chair and Board, all of the projects that were sensitive, they did get approved even though there was a budget freeze.
Right,
So
but-
just to ease,
Well, but
I
still,
mean,
everything,
business has not stopped.
yeah, everything,
Business has not
everything
stopped.
that we were doing,
but
Yeah,
still,
every-
Good point,
yeah.
but you're like,
Okay.
okay, good
but,
point.
so you could
Yeah.
know that it didn't affect any of our operations. A lot of things that we had project, the ones that we halted were really things that we could have moved to the next fiscal year.
right, but still, just the idea of, putting a freeze, even though, thank you for clarifying,
Mhm.
on an entity that doesn't even draw from the general fund,
Mhm.
that's,
Good point.
The paisano will, Carmen, will be at the.
At the arena,
Okay.
yes, the same as last year, the years
Mr.
before.
Chair, there's no other discussion
Mhm.
or on the agenda where we need to vote for that matter.
Oh, no, we can actually entertain a motion to
I move to
adjourn.
adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.